Hello everyone and welcome back to the supplemental episode here on Thomas and Friends Home Media Reviews. This review is on Thomas and the Magic Railroad on DVD. And an interesting fact I'd like to point out here, this is the first Thomas and Friends product to ever be released on DVD. This movie was the first Thomas and Friends product to ever be put onto a DVD, which is quite astounding given the track record that this movie has. We've got Thomas in his first movie in the red line up the top, Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Diesel 10 with a extremely out of proportion claw that's shiny for some reason. We've got Thomas running away looking very scared. We've got Peter Fonda, Alec Baldwin, Mara Wilson, Little Engines Can Do Big Things, but now we have the DVD logo in that really older style where it says DVD video, where like the disc is. They changed that later on, so. On the side, got a picture of Thomas. This is basically the VHS cover on a DVD case. Scroll on down, Thomas and the Magic Railroad, Columbia TriStar Home Video. On the back, we got those promotional shots of Burnett Stone and Lily, Mr. Conductor, a blurb, that promo shot of Thomas and Percy, but the promo shot of Diesel 10 is missing. It's no longer here. Interesting. We've got our special features, which is just our bonus features. We open this up. It is in a white clamshell case this time, so it makes it stand out. There's our disc. It's not a squished up version of the poster art. It's new poster art. It's that promotional image of Thomas and Lady, now with a bluish tint to it. So, with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into our menu tour of Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Alright everybody, here's our menu tour for Thomas and the Magic Railroad. There's no audio in this menu whatsoever, so there's no need to mute my TV. That's nice, that's a refresher, but that also makes this menu very plain, because, well, this menu looks a lot like something that you could make in your own computer. But, hey, who am I to judge? So we've got Play Movie, Audio Setup, Subtitles, Scenes, Sunday Surprise, which is a deleted scenes, and Special Features. So let's take a look at Audio Setup. Mr. Conductor, hello there. We got English 2 channel Dolby Surround, English 5.1 surround sound, or Spanish. Interesting. Maybe I could use that to help me study for my Spanish class. Subtitles, there's that promo image of Diesel 10 that's absent from this case. English subtitles or Spanish subtitles. I really like that promo image of Diesel 10. They're kind of plain set, but that's a really nice promo image. That model of Diesel 10 is also extremely, extremely impressive. Like, that claw, that's amazing to see that. We have scene selections. We have Start, Thomas, Shining Time, Lady. Let's move on to the next page here. Splatter and Dodge, Mr. Conductor, Lily, the Legend. Very basic titles for all these scenes here. Sir Topham Hatt's Orders, Sugar in his Tank, I Know How the Moon Must Feel, Where is the Windmill? Calling Junior, The Sound of Lady's Magic, Delayed. Well, that really should be called A Shed Falls on Top of Our Villains, and it's a hilarious scene, but also kind of stupid. He's really useful engine, you know. You know the funny thing about this? I always find it funny how James is smiling when he's working in the scrapyard. Like, that just seems weird. Like, the scrapyard seems like a place where the engines would hate to work at. And James is, like, smiling. So, I don't know, maybe James is a cannibal? In Diesel's clutches, the clue, traveling to the island, Lily meets Thomas. You shoved party puffers down my funnel. Hey, we had a laugh. You did. Family reunion, landing in trouble. You won't be doing any surfing up here, Mr. Kahuna. Really? Watch me. Solving the mysteries, now or never. James the Brains. Get us out of here. Now we are. What the? I apologize for my impressions. I just watched this recently, so. Well, lady, the lights are all green for you now. Green for glory. In Pursuit of Lady, Now I'll Get You, Burnett Stone, The Viaduct, Teapot, and Gold Dust, Gold Dust. You know, when they're all going crazy because the gold dust is in the air, and then that's the end. So that's the end of the scene selections. Sunday surprise, there's no menu for that. It just plays the scene. It's about 30 seconds long, so we're not going to watch that in fear of copyright infringement. Special features, promo image of Thomas and Percy, theatrical trailers, and talent files. We've got some trailers on here. We've got the Thomas and the Magic Railroad theatrical trailer, Stuart Little, Madeline, Jumanji, Muppets from Space, and The Adventures of Elmo in Grouchland. Interestingly, the trailers for Jumanji and Elmo in Grouchland aren't on the VHS version. All Stuart Little, Madeline, and the Muppets from Space trailer are all on the VHS version, and they play before the film, starts. Jumanji and Elmo, they aren't included on the VHS version, so that's interesting. I've also seen 2 packs of Magic Railroad and Elmo in Grouchland on eBay, so I guess they were sold with each other and packaged with each other whenever they first came out, so that's kind of interesting, seeing Thomas with Elmo. We also have this promo image back here of Thomas pulling the mail train, which is interesting that Thomas is pulling the mail train. I mean, it's pretty cool. We've also got some talent files. We have the director, or Britt Croft, Peter Fonda, Mara Wilson, and Alec Baldwin, and these are basically just rundowns of the actors and directors' careers. We've also got that promo image of Diesel 10 threatening Thomas. So we'll take a look at one of these talent files here. We have Britt Croft, who is the director of the film, obviously. She began writing for magazines at age 15. She began writing for TV at age 17. She had a CTV series, Mothers by Daughters, Thomas the Tank Engine, and Friend Shining Time Station, and Britt Croft's Magic Adventures of Mumphy. I think that's how you pronounce that. I thought that said like Muffle Mountain. I don't know. That's weird. Move on here. Selected filmography. The only film that she had directed at this time was Magic Railroad. I think this is her only film that she was a director on. So here's Peter Fonda. I am not going to read this entire thing. He's had a very successful career in his life. Filmography. I have not seen any of these films except for Thomas and the Magic Railroad. Let's keep it moving here. Alec Baldwin, Mr. Conductor. He also has a extensive history. Selected filmography. Hunt for Red October. Beetlejuice. Alec Baldwin was in Beetlejuice. Oh God, Alec Baldwin was in Pearl Harbor? I feel bad for him. If this list was up today, I would put Mission Impossible Rogue Nation on this list as well, because he was in that and he was excellent in Rogue Nation. Mara Wilson, born on July 24th, 1987. Her screen debut was in Mrs. Doubtfire. I have not seen Mrs. Doubtfire or Matilda or Miracle on 34th Street. I haven't seen anything from her except Magic Railroad. So, Oscar is a registered trademark and service mark of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. Okay. That's nice to know, I guess. So that pretty much wraps up our menu tour and our supplemental on Thomas and the Magic Railroad. I want to thank you all for watching, and as always, good night, everybody.